Hello guys, my name is Bloodcarter1, bringing you guys our GPL playoffs round 1. So the quarterfinals, we're 4th seed and we're playing the 5th seed, which is Love and the Atlanta Aerodactyls. He's a coach we haven't played this season, so looking forward to that. He's a good buddy of mine. We talked a lot in the chat and stuff and in PM. So glad I get the chance to play him finally, because there's 3 coaches I haven't played this season, I think. So yeah, excited to play him. Our matchup does look pretty good, to be honest. So let's go over his team pretty quickly, and then I go over the team that we're bringing. It's both our first playoff matches, I guess. Both of our first draft leagues as well. So exciting for both of us. He has a team of Mega Lopunny, Latios, Jirachi, Milotic, Alolan Ninetales, Shaman, Lycanroc Dusk, Incineroar, Drifblim, Zebstrika, and Weezing. So let's get into the team. Biggest threats on his team for my team are honestly the Lycanroc and the Incineroar. I mean, the Latios is a big threat, of course, the Lop and the Jirachi as well, but I have some good answer to those. So the Lycanroc and the Incineroar are what I fear most with the team I bring. So prepped a great amount for this. Gonna be honest, did like 4 mocks. So thanks a lot to the people who helped me out with the mocks and stuff and with building. So shout out to Very Creative Name, to D-Train, to David as well, and to Angelina for helping me out, helping me prep, helping me out with the mocks. So won most of the mocks, so that's good. That's a pretty good sign. So let's get into the team we bring, and then let's get into our first playoff match. So first off, we're bringing Cofagrigus, which is our best and main Mega Lopunny answer with the Mummy ability, of course. Leftovers. He can basically hit us once and then he loses Scrappy, so he can't really hit us again unless he has Ice Punch, but Ice Punch is not going to do anything. We're just basic max HP, max defense, bold nature, bit of special attack investment. T-Spikes, Psychic Block and Rest. Toxic Spikes just to whittle down his team. He has a tendency to rely on Milotic a lot and stuff. So might be good to whittle that thing down, the Incineroar as well. Psychic is there to be able to hit the Mega Lopunny, because Shadow Ball doesn't hit it, of course. Block is to trap the Mega Lopunny, and Rest for recovery. If you manage to get a Lopunny poisoned, or not even poisoned, doesn't really matter. Basically, what the idea behind this is, if he has the Fake Out or not, he does have the tendency to run Fake Out on his Lopunny. We can switch in on a Fake Out, he loses the Scrappy. We can click block, hopefully trap him, and then we can easily 1v1 the Mega Lopunny, and that thing is out of the way. If he decides to bring it, because he might not bring it because Cofagrigus is such a good answer to it, but I need to bring it in case he brings a Lopunny. So that's the idea behind that set. Pretty straightforward, but the block is an interesting tech, and I like the Rest over Pain Splits this week because it's more reliable recovery, but mainly the Toxic Spikes are the important move on this set, actually, and then the ability to 1v1 the Mega Lopunny. So this is our Cofagrigus. Next up, Alolan Muk. Knock off Poison Jab, Recycle, and Curse. Excuse me. With Figgy Berry with the Gluttony ability, of course. Max HP, Max Pedef, and the rest in defense. This is my main switch into his special attackers, like the Shaming, like the Latios, like the Alolan Ninetales as well. He doesn't have a ground type, so Alolan Muk can basically, after a couple of curses, just actually 1v1 his team, besides the Lycanroc and Incineroar, I think. That's why I'm a bit worried about those 2 months. But he doesn't have a ground type. The best way to hit my Muk is Drill Run on Lycanroc. So this set is great. Switches into all of his special attackers. So was thinking about bringing the Brick Break or the Pursuit, trap the Latios. Brick Break to break the Aurora Veil from the Alolan Ninetales, but decided against it. Just knock off Poison Jab, just dual stab. Hit as hard as possible in one move. The Aurora Veil is annoying, but we can play around it, I think. So I'm taking that risk. Next up are Mega Heracross, one of the most important members on this team this week. Adamant Nature, 252 attack. Yeah, basically just to break some walls. 36 HP, 220 speed. Pin Missile, Close Combat, Rock Blast, Bullet Seed. This speed is there to outspeed Max Speed Incineroar. If he decides to bring it, he usually runs the Assault Vest set, but just in case it's there. Yeah, just Mega Heracross. This puts in a lot of work against this team. If we manage to get it for free, it just basically claims a life every time. Next up are Tornadus Incarnate Form, Fly in AMZ, Focus Blast, Air Slash, Dark Pulse, Tailwind. Max Speed Timid for Latios, which is 110 base speed, of course. Focus Blast to hit Incineroar and Lycanroc, Air Slash for Stab, because I don't want to miss Hurricane. And then Dark Pulse for the Jirachi and the Latios. I'm running Flyinium Z Tailwind. Z Tailwind gives us Focus Energy Boost, basically, so we get 50% chance to crit. And Tailwind just synergizes so well with our Heracross, so if we get it up and we get our Heracross in for free, we basically claim like 3 lives or something, so it's pretty good. Next up are Zygarde. Choice Bandit this week, 1000 arrows, Extreme Speed, Rock Slide, Outrage. We can 1000 arrows just to hit monsters as hard as possible. His main switch into this is the Shaman, so that's why I have Outrage. If the Alolan Ninetales goes down or doesn't come, we can freely click Outrage as well. But if I might decide to just, if the Alolan Ninetales goes down, I might lock myself into Outrage, expecting the Shaman to come in and 2-hit KO that thing. That's basically the idea. Just max HP, max attack, Adamant. Pretty straightforward. And then one of the other most important members on the team, Tapu Fini, max speed, Modest Nature, max special attack as well, Defog, Moonblast, Surf, and Ice Beam with a choice Scarf. This is, if he is not max speed Megalopunny, we outspeed him. If he's max speed Jolly, we don't outspeed him, but he has actually no reason to run max speed Jolly Lopunny, so I don't expect it. Defog just to remove some hazards, but we don't really want to remove hazards with our T-Spikes. Moonblast and Surf to hit everything. Ice Beam for the Shaman, mainly, and a Drivlim, but don't expect that thing to come because he hasn't brought it ever. So yeah, that's the team. Hope this puts in a lot of work actually, but yeah, excited for this first playoff game. So yeah, let's see how we did in that. All right, guys. So we're here with the match against Love and the Atlanta Aerodactyls. I brought a team of Alolan Ninetales, Milotic, Latios, Lycanroc, Dusk, Incineroar, and Shaman. So pretty much what I expected. No Jirachi, no Mega Lob, which is good to see. So yeah, let's get into the match. We lead off Fragigus, get up our T-Spikes, he leads off Lycanroc, Dusk. It can't really touch me, so I was like, I can get a free T-Spike up here, as he does switch into his Incineroar, which is smart on his part. How to give it to him. I'm gonna go up another layer here, just to get the Toxic Poison off. He can knock off, but I don't really care. Because, I mean, this set was mainly for the Megalopunny, and it didn't come, so this mon is pretty much a throwaway, I guess. So just get up the T-Spikes. He goes for Flare Blitz, expecting maybe the Mega Heracross to come in, which I'm not risking. I'm going to go for Rest here, just stall out some turns here. I mean, Fragigus basically did his job here, got up T-Spikes, so that's all I wanted it to do actually. But yeah, he's just going to knock off a couple of times and take us out. Which is, I mean, it's fine, I don't really care. We're down now, but we got T-Spikes up, which is what we wanted. So yeah, we go into our Mega Heracross here. We guaranteed outspeed him. So I just clicked Close Combat here because you basically claim a life unless he goes into the Latios. But he probably expected Pin Missile, that's why he switched in the Alolan Ninetales. But yeah, You're gonna see we did not click pin missile, we click close combat, and that thing goes down. So that's his dragon immunity is gone, so I can freely lock myself into outrage with Zygarde. So yeah, the Ninetales is gone, which is good. These spikes are up, no Aurora Veil, which is great. The Latios comes in, immediately is gonna switch into my Muk here. I'm not gonna think of overthink this play. He goes for Psychic, doesn't hit me of course. So yeah. Get some Hail Chip on both. He goes for an Ice Beam and he freezes us. So the 10% freeze coming through. It's annoying because I mean it's his best, my best answer to both the Latios and the Shaman. It's annoying, but if he's Calm Mind, he sets up here, but he doesn't. So I don't expect him to Calm Mind here. To have the Calm Mind, even he's probably Electrium Z for my my Fini. So yeah, but he goes into the Incineroar here. I mean, he gets poisoned, so that's good. We're still frozen, so yeah, gonna switch in my Fini here. This was a bit risky. If he decided to click the knockoff there, that might have been an issue, but he goes for the Flare Blitz, which I'm fine with. Take some damage on my Fini, which is not the end of the world. Yeah, so my Fini is in. The Incineroar is getting worn down, and just gonna go for a Moonblast here, which is like, I don't know, 34% to Shaman. On which we get the special attack drop, which is nice. Switch on our Thorn here, as he goes for a Seed Flare. Gets the Spidef drop as well, but that does only 20%, a -1. So he's defensive Shaman, which is obvious since I have a Zygarde. He goes into the Milotic, which is unfortunately not gets poisoned, of course, because of Misty Terrain. Nice and synergy there. But I don't really care too much. He can't activate the Flame Orb either, but he's lefties. So I go into my Heracross here, expect him in the Skull, but since Misty Terrain is up, I don't risk the burn. That's why I switched to my Mega Heracross on a Skull. I'm just gonna click Pin Missile here, because it hits everything at least neutral. And the two main switch-ins, the Shaman and the Latios, super effectively. So I'm gonna click Pin Missile here. It's a risk because the Misty Terrain is gone, so if he gets a Skull Burn, we might be in trouble. But we do like, yeah, 80% to the Milotic, gets the Skull, does not get the burn, and this thing is basically dead. At this point, this thing is dead. If he decides to sack it, if he stays in, it's dead. If he switches out, it dies later on because it can't get a free recover off normally. So yeah, he goes into the Incineroar, and we just click Close Combat here. No reason not to. He's not gonna risk switching the Latios here. So yeah, we get a free kill on the Incineroar, which is down. So yeah, here comes the Latios again. We're gonna switch out into our Loading Muk again to take the Ice Beam or the Psychic, whatever he goes for. It goes for an Ice Beam. We eat our berry. But we're sitting pretty now. 2 months down. Here comes the Lycanroc. Right here, Muk is still frozen, of course. That's why would I fall? I'm gonna switch in my Zygarde here because this Lycanroc can't actually touch me. The best thing he can hit me with is Drill Run, which is probably gonna click. But it doesn't get Ice Fang, it gets Fire and Thunder Fang, but not Ice Fang, luckily. So Zygarde is always a switch into this, and I get a free Outrage or 1000 arrows off. So I'm gonna switch in my Zygarde here, as he does show the Drill Run. He shows the Life Orb as well, so I'm not really too worried about this thing. Take some toxic damage. I'm gonna just lock into Outrage here, because he's gonna switch into Shaman. I know he's gonna. He might take the Milotic as well, but I'm gonna click Outrage here. No reason not to. Do over 50% to the Shaman, so it's Calm Synthesis here. It shows the HPIs, but we're bulky, so we take that. And the Shaman goes down as well, which is great. I love that, honestly. He goes into the Lycanroc, which is an interesting play. He goes for the Drill Run and outspeeds me, of course. So yeah, it's 4-3 now, but basically at this point, Fini just wins. Because I can just click Moonblast and everything, unless he's bulky Latios, but he's probably not. Didn't calc this actually, didn't calc the damage on the Muk, but Fini basically just win with Moonblast here. So I'm gonna go into Fini, and Fini hasn't had too much screen time this season. Didn't really like it in every matchup. He switches into Melodic to sack it. I click Moonblast. Yeah, he goes into the Latios here. He probably expects me to switch here, as I did think he had the Electric but he does not know I'm Scarfed. So I'm just gonna stay in, click Moonblast again. No reason to not stay in and kill this everything, because we know the Latios is not Scarfed. So at this point we just click Moonblast, and if this thing lives, I still have Tornado Star Speed, and I click Dark Pulse, so it's not too bad. Click Moon, and it does die. So yeah, we pick up the 4-0 victory there in our first playoff game. Very good game to love. Enjoyed this one quite a lot. Glad I get to play him finally. So yeah, we progress to the semifinals of the GPL Season 1. There we play either Adam, the first seed of the Maryland Blue Crabbies, or Seattle Subtile, the 8th seed, who we lost against in week 10, I think. So that might be so it could be a rematch if Adam does win. It's not a rematch because we haven't played Adam yet, which I would like to play Adam, but we'll see how that match plays out. But yeah, excited to win myself. That's what I really want to do. The focus this week was on this game. Glad I pulled it out really comfortably, I must say. He didn't expect the Scarf Fini, which, I mean, Scarf Fini is not something you see every day, but it put in some great work. So yeah, glad with my prep. Hopefully we can do win in the same fashion next week and get to the finals. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.